Hello everybody, it's TMOG Welcome to a 2021 LEGO Ninjago set review. Taking a look at set number 71746, The Jungle Dragon. This set released in March of 2021 contains 506 pieces and 4 minifigures. This is a part of the Island season of Ninjago. So taking a look at the first little miniature build that's included in the set, you have a Zane glider of sorts that doesn't really have too much going for it in terms of exclusive parts, besides this little thing at the back that looks like a thruster of sorts. And you do have this little printed tile that was used in a 4+ Ninjago set, Jay's Electromech. But it does have some stud shooters on the side, and to use those stud shooters, you just push down and it'll fire out. Just be careful where you shoot that, because you might end up losing it forever. But it does have enough space to fit just one minifigure, and he studs in there right there to kind of have a nice little position to snipe with his bow and arrow, but it's not the most comfortable for placing a minifigure. You could place it the other way, but then that just kind of looks weird and feels more like a surfboard of sorts, which I guess this is, but it isn't at the same time. It does use some nice part usage in terms of the chrome gold pieces, but other than that, nothing much else really interesting about this build. So let's have a look at the main build. So having a look at the main build, the Jungle Dragon itself. In the show, it's known as Zippy. I don't know why they didn't name the set Zippy. Would have been a lot more interesting compared to Jungle Dragon. But if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, this is my least favorite dragon in all the dragons I've owned. Reason is, yeah, you can move the arms like so, using that ratchet joint for both the front and the hind legs. And it does have a ball joint for the wrist. But in terms of actually posing this, you can't really get many poses. Like, you could try standing the dragon up, but it just falls over. It is literally fixed in a position that it is hunched over like a doggy wanting to play fetch. And believe it or not, in the show, that's exactly what Zippy is a dragon dog that wants to play fetch throughout the entirety of the island. Like, even with the tongue sticking out with the set kind of gives it away that it's like a little dog. Plus, Lloyd even comes with a bone to play fetch with in this set. So, as much as I like the design and color scheme of this dragon, it is very much lacking in terms of the playability. The tail kind of whips back and forth quite nicely. It's got some nice tail whip action, I guess you could say. I don't like the Technic things that are in yellow. I'm not a huge fan of that sticking out like a sore thumb. I think LEGO should have bit the bullet and made it in a either gold or turquoise coloring. The wings aren't really wings because they're just using the same technique that they used with the Overlord, which is using just those blade pieces and calling it a wing. It's not really a wing. It doesn't look like a wing. Why are you calling it a wing, LEGO? And it's even more restricted for when you're trying to pose it to get into flapping motion. It just feels like you're going to break the ball joint connector piece that is holding in place. And when you do get into an outstretched wing position, you can only move it a very limited amount. So it just overall is not a very posable dragon. This feels like something that you could probably put on display on your desk, and that's about it. I mean, like, the neck and the head is on a ball joint, but that's probably the only thing you can really get some posability out of. And that's disappointing, because in a dragon, you want to be able to play with this. I mean, like, sure, as well, you can fit on a minifigure in the little saddle, which is nice, because you could fit Lloyd in there. Have to fiddle around with it a bit, of course, and you can't necessarily fit fully with that sword, because that just gets a little cramped. So you just gotta remove the sword, chuck it to the side, which, no weapon storage. Again, LEGO, come on. We know that we love our weapon storage, but I don't know. It's just is a disappointing dragon overall. So let's try and look at something more positive by looking at the minifigures included in this set. So one thing I forgot to mention before we have a look at the minifigures is that this set does use some stickers, unfortunately. You have sticker on the front of the head right there, which is also used for the neck as well as the sides of the torso, I guess. And then you just have stickers all around here. Quite obvious, but they're not too hard to place. But they're also repetitive and for the stickers. I don't know. Just kind of seems like a little cheaped out. I would have preferred if they didn't. This actually kind of looks like something an Aztec warrior would ride. In fact, if you use the not included Series 20 Aztec warrior, it kind of looks like it could fit quite perfectly as an Aztec dragon. So, I don't know, just something cool I thought I'd point out. And yeah, let's just have a look at the minifigures included in this set now. Taking a look at the first two minifigures included in this set, on the right you have Zane in his island outfit. This figure is not exclusive to the set, as he does come in the Catamaran battle that was also released with this line. And he looks really cool as a Zane figure. Definitely looks like a fitting figure for if he was in an island environment. I really like the exposed metal arm. Feels like matching with the fact that his torso is a little bit exposed. But on the right, we have Lloyd in his jungle outfit, and this figure is absolutely not exclusive to this set. He came in a good majority of the island sets and polybags released in this wave, although some of it did come with the shoulder pad, but that just makes it an exclusive combination. His weapons are a machete and a bone to throw to Zippy the dragon, and removing the ninja's weapons and accessories. So yeah, here's what the figures look like without their weapons and accessories. You can get a better look at the back torso print as well as the facial print. Zane, he just has that traditional hairpiece. He's used in that color for quite some time now. That minifigure head is also not exclusive or anything new. However, Lloyds, new for this season only, he has a double-sided facial print with some war paint, I guess you could call it. And nothing too interesting. He just got a warrior-ready look and then just a calm look. But I do like that he has a new dual-molded hairpiece with a mask or a bandana attached to it. That's something I've liked that they've come out and continue to use ever since the Island Wave came out. But yeah, let's have a look at the next two minifigures included in this set. For the next two minifigures included in this set, you have the villains that are included. On the left, you have Polaric, I believe is the pronunciation. And kind of interesting that we had our first Ninjago figure with two minifigure heads on top of one another. The torso and leg prints of this figure are not exclusive whatsoever. Same thing goes for the first head of this minifigure. I can't say the same about the second one. Maybe that's technically exclusive. This figure only comes in the set if you don't count the UK Magazine polybag. So that's kind of nice that you get somewhat of an exclusive minifigure included in this set. And on the right, you have just a regular Thunderkeeper, which comes in practically almost every Island Ninjago set, as well as a UK Magazine foil pack. He does come with a Thunder Amulet, which is the collectible item for this season of Ninjago. And he does have a white spear as his weapon. And he does have a nice little printed mask, which kind of reminds me of the Series 11 minifigure. Kind of gives vibes of that, I'd say. But yeah, basically carbon copy of the first minifigure without that second head. And if you remove the mask, or at least turn it around, you can see a better look at the first minifigure's facial expression. And that's what that looks like. Nothing too special, just some fancy teeth printing on it. But yeah, not much else to say about these two figures, so let's have a look at what else is included in this set. Taking a look at the very large instructions that are included with this set, you have the box art along with that QR code if you want to build digitally. And just flipping through, it's your typical Ninjago instructions. And when you flip all the way to the back, you have advertisements for the other Island Ninjago sets that were released in March of 2021, the parts listing, and then the Ninjago movie win at the back. In terms of extra parts, this is what I got in my copy of the set. So overall, if you're asking me if this is worth picking up for 50 bucks Canadian, I'd say this is a hard pass unless you're someone who's getting it on clearance or whatever. I mean, like, it's not often we get a lot of sets with turquoise bricks. So in that state, yeah, absolutely pick this up if you're a mocker or anything of that sort. But in terms of the playability, I can't see myself giving this to a child and telling them, have fun playing with this. The literal play features are so lacking. I can't see anybody really having many fun with this. Like I said, I could see this being a fun little desk display, but I feel that it's super limiting with the wings and just overall the arching back that it's in, that's kind of fixed into as well. Like with the brick that's used, you can't move it at all. I think if I was a Lego designer making this set, I'd at least put a ball joint of sorts so that you can at least move the hips a little bit. But I don't know. I just definitely picked this one up on clearance. I know the set probably is retired as of the time it's recording, but if you could still manage to find it on clearance, maybe pick it up if it's like heavily discounted. But other than that, I can't recommend this set based off of the play features. Like the Zane glider is probably a much better build compared to the Dragon. And I don't know, the figures are okay. You get 2 army builder figures, you get 2 of the main ninja, but I don't know. I just don't see this being worth what you're paying in terms of just playability. So for that reason, I'd say pass on it. Anyway, those are more or less my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this review, consider leaving a like. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hit that bell notification. It'd be very much appreciated. Check out the social media links in the description below. And yeah, again, thank you everyone so much for watching. And I'll see you all in a future video. Till then, see you later.